Hey guys. Woo! The cat just walked under my ring light. How often do you hear that in a live? Okay, so it's girls' night in, which means my only live for the evening is in the VIP group. Yay! If you are watching the replay, use hashtag replay in the comments. I'm grabbing my stuff out here. This will be pretty quick, or it should be. Winnie is saying hi. Say hi when you hop on. So I'm very obviously behind schedule. Winifred, stop. Seriously. This is why she can't come inside. She doesn't know how to act. Like, honestly, was that necessary? Anyways. Yes, you're gonna have to tell me about that. I've been waiting to hear about it. I'm looking for my concealer, and then I'm gonna walk you through a base face, but it's gonna be like a little more extensive than what I do for my everyday, just because I wanna make sure that I cover like all the tips. Hey, Aunt Linda, I'm still looking for one more tube. So, you'll obviously notice that this live was supposed to be at 7:30 and I'm late. We had to go to Orscheln to get dog food, but then we ran into our friend Jacob. And of course, obviously, we're gonna stop and talk to our friend, like whatever. That's the beauty of owning my own business. But then we were in Orscheln and I got distracted by the bunnies and the chickens. So, here we are, almost an hour later, because then I came home and I played with all the dogs. Winnie's inside right now because she wouldn't stay in the garage, so I had to bring her in the regular house. But okay, let's really quick go over. So we see I have freckles, acne, redness, dark circles, and I'm pale. I can color match Winnie. No. She likes to, okay. I have my phone and my ring light. They're on a tripod and there's a mirror behind it. And she is walking underneath the tripod to look at herself in the mirror. And she's knocking my phone over almost every time. Winnie, it's you. She's meowing at herself and like clawing at herself. Okay, so I have everything in here I need. We're gonna start. We always start with primer. Okay, this is gonna make your makeup stay on longer. Hey Devin, hey Megan. It's gonna smooth your complexion out and keep your foundation from settling into fine lines and wrinkles. So I use this much. I'm gonna try to like turn my hand so you can see. It's not much at all, okay? For my whole face. Hey Matthew. And I usually will let it sit for like 10 or 15 minutes. Can you tell that Winifred, stop. I'm gonna just start running her over with it. Okay, anyways, can you tell that I can't stop picking at this because it keeps getting bigger and redder, but I won't leave it alone. Don't mind me. But we're gonna cover it all up. So usually like whatever primer's left, I throw on my frizzies, which it doesn't matter tonight because I'm gonna take a shower and it's gonna get frizzy anyways. But then I let my primer sit for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, brush my teeth, change clothes, whatever. Thank you, Marie. And then what I'm gonna do, which this is a little bit different than what I've ever done, but I have a damp blending bud here. And so I use two different concealers. I use one, which is the same color as my liquid foundation to cover blemishes. And then I use a different one, which is lighter than my liquid foundation to highlight. So I'm gonna take the one that is the same color as my liquid foundation and I'm gonna cover, oops, didn't mean to squirt it out on the bottle. Cover my blemishes, and I wouldn't normally apply it with my hands, but it came out a little funky. Okay, so this is way more than enough concealer. Like I could actually blend my whole, Winnie, stop, blend my whole entire face with this. But I'm really trying to hit the red spots with it because my foundation color is Organza, which is for lighter skin tones with lots of redness. And so I want to cover all the redness as much as I possibly can. Thank you. I got my nails done yesterday. Nails by Linda in Sykeston is who does my nails. She does a fabulous job. And she does it by appointment only, so you don't have to wait in line. No. I don't need a guinea pig. I would actually almost consider it if she didn't have to be inside. But I don't want to put the guinea pig outside. So we're just going to kind of cover this, which I feel like I just dabbed it all off and moved it to my cheek. So I'm going to take it just a little more. And I actually may apply this with my finger since it's like open. My Winnie just misses her Binks. Winifred, stop. Y'all, if you're just hopping on, my cat keeps going underneath my tripod to look at herself in the mirror. She's ridiculous and maybe a little conceited. Clearly. What the heck? Anyways, so I want to be a chicken mom pretty badly. Okay, so I've been watching other tutorials, and the next step that we're going to do, we're going to set with setting spray between every layer. Why? I don't know. Besides that, everyone says it keeps your makeup like from flaking or separating if you have oily skin or if you have dry skin. It's a trick that anyone can use to keep their makeup looking really flawless the whole time. So now to apply Winnie, I just don't think I don't know if another cat would stay around. And I don't know if she would get along with another cat. Like, she got along so, Winifred, I'm really gonna spank her. Like, I don't even know if you're supposed to spank a cat, but it's gonna happen. Because why? Why? Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna use, actually, I guess I'll just use a damp blending bud. Do you hear me in here?
Oh yeah.
She keeps walking under that and knocking it over.
Oh, Winnie.
So I'm gonna use a damp blending bud for my liquid foundation, which is, I usually use a brush, but just to keep it simple for everyone, we all have a blending bud. If you don't, you need one because they'll be your best friend. So I take everything in the dropper and squeeze it into the bottle. Then I close the bottle again and I shake it. So that way it's completely evenly mixed throughout the bottle. I like to have it mixed good. Okay, then we're taking a dropper full, and on the big flat side of the blending bud, I'm putting 4 drops. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna use for my whole stinking face. Like, that's the bee's knees right there, is being able to use way more. I mean, like, your product, I can't talk. Your product lasts you way longer because it only takes 4 drops to do your whole entire face. Where if you're like dropping it onto your face or onto your hands, you're gonna use way more product. So we're just gonna dab. Again, this blending bud is damp, so I don't recommend using a dry one. I just kind of soak it in the sink and then wring it out. And then we're just blending. Hey Jessica, hey Crystal. I'm just seeing people popping on. Is the Wi-Fi doing okay? I know it was starting to rain right before I started my live. I really should have taken a before picture because I kind of looked like shit. I don't know if I'm supposed to cuss on a live, but we're in my VIP group, so take it or leave it, people. Sorry. It just happens sometimes. Y'all, this scab does not want to hide. It's so embarrassing. Like, I seriously just wore like a powder today so that it could breathe, but I still won't leave it alone. Okay. So, now we're gonna do another coat of setting spray. We're almost out here. Thankfully, I have more. So, if you use the liquid foundation and no concealer, you're just not gonna have as full of coverage. That's all. I mean, concealer is just, for me, added coverage. And then, of course, I use the other concealer, which I'm about to show you. I use the shade Scarlet, and I literally put this much on my thumb. And then I take the powder concealer brush, which looks like this. Powder end, concealer end. I take the concealer end and I just highlight my under eye area because I have really dark bags. And then sometimes, like if I have extra, I'll do my Cupid's bow and I'll highlight right here. Hey Joe, I seen that you snapped me, but I'm live. Okay, and then I just blend it with this brush. I really like this brush. But since, like, our concealer is really thick, so when you put it on your hand, it kind of thins it out and makes it easier to use, and you're using less of it. So that's why I do it that way. And then I just blend it with the powder concealer brush. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, but I really am. I'm like heavy breathing. I'm so sorry. That's embarrassing. It's kind of hot back here. Maybe that's why. Okay. Blending. So then, like, well, I'll finish this first and then I'll show you. I'm just gonna keep trying to cover this up, and we all know it's a lost cause because I won't stop picking at it. It's fine. Okay, so then after I do this, I wish I had a makeup wipe in here. I'm gonna spray with setting spray because all my liquid stuff is done. And then it's gonna be dry. And after it dries, that's when I'll apply my bronzer and my blush and then set one more time. So you don't have to use setting spray. I gotta like lean back. I'm like out of breath and my back hurts. You don't have to use setting spray between each layer. It's just something that I wanted to try today because I've seen a lot of presenters talk about it. And especially if you have like really oily or really dry skin, they've said that it really keeps their makeup from either flaking off if they're dry or like separating. If you have oily skin, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like your makeup separates from your face. And they said that using the setting spray between every step has helped them, but obviously you at least want to set it when you finish your liquid, but before you do your powder. Even if you just do it twice instead of 3 times like I did. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. I feel like this is the best my foundation has ever looked in my life. And I'm so out of breath. Like, why can't I breathe? It does actually, like, I'm impressed right now. I think I'm always gonna do that little trick. I feel more like glowy. Without being like shiny, I'm just like glowy. Does that make sense? Like, does anything I'm saying make sense? Because sometimes I just get on here and I like ramble. And I know that that gets confusing and probably really old to watch, but I'm trying, people. Like, I wake up in the morning and I would much rather go live like in the morning when I do my makeup for the day. But it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna wake up early enough. Like, let's be honest. I like my sleep too much. Okay, I'm gonna throw on a little Hottie Lip Plumper So it's like a pinkish clear. You can see there's not much left, but it's pinkish clear. And it does plump your lips. It plumps them within like 10 minutes. And it's just like a natural plump. It's not really like a burning. There's like a little bit of a tingle, but it does not burn your lips, promise. Because I used to love the Too Faced lip injections, lip plumper. And it actually like burned my lips. But this Hottie Lip Plumper does not burn. It just tingles a little bit. And actually like the active ingredient. Now, don't let me like completely lie, because I know obviously there's more than one ingredient in it. But I know one of the ingredients, and I believe that it is the active ingredient, is peppermint. So if you're allergic to peppermint, steer clear of Hottie Lip Plumper. Otherwise, it's just a really gentle plumper. And it does plump them over time as well. I already have plump lips, so I feel like it's kind of cheating when I say that. But for the record, I know people who don't have plump lips that swear by it. I just like a good lip plumper. I love a good lip plumper, actually. And it just gives your lips like something without, especially if you don't like lipstick, it's just like a good in-between. And then, of course, I'm wearing my Epic mascara already from the day. So there's your base face before any blush or bronzer or anything. Hottie Lip Plumper is on my website, sister. Okay, y'all. It's time to take a shower and convince Thomas that I need chickens and bunnies. And if you think I need chickens and bunnies, you should drop some chicken emojis and some bunny emojis, because I think I would be a good chicken mama and a good bunny mama. I might as well have a farm. Like, why not? I have 3 dogs and a cat. Why not add more animals to the mix? Like, it doesn't matter. I might as well. And plus, if we have chickens, we could have fresh eggs. I'm all in for it. I'm all in for it. But we'll see. It's probably not going to happen for a while. I'll convince him of it one day, though, because he swore we weren't going to have a cat. And here we are with a cat. Don't mind me. I'm pretty persuasive. There's one more thing that I was going to tell you guys, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, my Addiction Palette 6 is here. So tomorrow night, I'm going to go live with my Addiction Palette 6. It's either going to be an early live with Tori, my little sister, in it, or it's going to be a really, really late live after Tori has gone to bed. It's just going to depend on where I'm at in my life with a 5-year-old. Because let's be honest, they wear you out. They do. Like, there's so much energy. So we'll see, but I'm sure she will just sit around and go live with me, because she loves to teach people how to do their makeup, and Palette 6 has some pink in it, so she's going to be all for it. But, ooh, Hot Mess Express. Hey, girl. I will do a live about brows one day. But Palette 6 will be live on my regular page tomorrow. So the only night that I go live in here, if you're not sure where you're watching me live at, you're watching me live in my VIP group, Addie's Boot Hill Beauties. And it's a closed group, so no one outside of the group can see the video. So I only go live in here on Thursdays. And tomorrow, I'm making a commitment to go live every single day, except for Easter Sunday, and possibly one other day. I'm giving myself 2 days off for the rest of the month. All of you hold me accountable. I need to be live every single day. Friday through Wednesday on my regular page, and Thursdays in here. Every single week for the rest of April. We're making it happen, people. Okay, enough of my chit chat. It's time for bed. Bye, pretties.